kids playing behind me. They look like they're having a good time, don't they? You know what the key is to having a good time outside? It's being happy. If you're happy outside, most likely you're having a good time. But there are some things outside that may not make you happy. So take a look at what these kids are doing and think about what are they doing to be hawks outside. Their bodies are in control. They're not hitting. They're not playing too rough. They're not pushing. They're not tackling. They're not kicking, etc., etc. Their bodies are in control and they're being safe. Look at what they're doing now. They're having fun. If you're having fun outside, you're doing something right. What do you do, though, if you're playing with a group of kids that isn't doing the right thing? Well, there are always some adults outside. You can always go and tell them if something's not going right. You can remove yourself from the group you're playing with. One great thing you can always do, too, is Mileage Club. Take a look at this. Doesn't that look like fun? You know what my favorite thing is about Mileage Club? My favorite thing is the rules are simple and they never change. When I was a kid, sometimes I'd play football or basketball with my friends, and we'd end up getting mad at each other. Why would we get mad at each other? Well, sometimes we get mad because one team was winning and one was losing. That happened once in a while. But most of the time we'd get mad because one person wouldn't be following the rules that another person thought were really important. It's really hard. That's why referees and coaches are so important in the sports that you play. They help follow the rules, and they make the judgments of this person's not following the rules and should have a penalty. Well, at school, we don't have enough people to be referees all the time, so it might get frustrating. Mileage Club is one of my favorite things because the point is to walk around and to have a good time. You may want to walk around and have a good time and get some punches on your card to get some really cool prizes, or you may just enjoy walking around because you know what the rules are. And really, there aren't too many disagreements that can happen on the Mileage Club track. So check it out. We're going to have Mileage Club twice a week starting today, which is Tuesday, which is not Hawk Talk Monday. It's Hawk Talk Tuesday. So it's going to be a great activity going forward. We've got some great new prizes and lots of parents to help us out. We look forward to seeing you there. Remember, Mileage Club is a great way, if you're having a hard time on days when we don't have Mileage Club, it's a great way to have good recesses. Check it out. The final thing I want to talk to you about is home rules versus school rules. That's one thing that sometimes causes problems here at school and especially at recess. A couple things I want you to think about. Number one, maybe at home you have home rules that you get to do some things that you can't do at school. Maybe you're allowed to play rough with your brother or sister or your mom or dad. Maybe you can wrestle around, and when you play football, maybe you can tackle each other. If that's okay with mom and dad or the adult that's in charge of you, it's okay by me because that's a home rule. But at school, you can't do that stuff. In school, everybody's got to be safe. So we have simple school rules that you have to follow. If it's not safe, you can't play it. If it's violent, you can't play it or say it. If it's inappropriate, you can't play it, you can't say it. I know that you know what that stuff means, and I know that you know what those things are, but it's important that you recognize that there's a difference sometimes between what you can do at home and what you can do at school. So you'll hear me reference that throughout the school year to make sure you're following school rules when you're at school, because at Harvey Swanson, we're all proud to be Hawks, and it's a lot happier for everyone if we can all agree to follow the same set of simple rules. Be safe, be appropriate, and at the end of recess, just like at the end of the day, be proud of how you acted, and I bet you'll be happy. If you're doing those things, you're probably having a good time, and you certainly are being a Hawk. That's it for this week's Hawk Talk. Just remember, recess is such an important part of our day. A good recess can make your whole day great, and a bad one can really mess up your day. So do everything within your power to make your recess great, and do everything within your power to be a positive person at recess so that you're not messing up anyone else's day because of poor choices at recess. Remember, have respect, act responsibly, work together, keep safe, have Hawk pride. We'll see you next time.